Hello, this is an app that will allow you to do the Newton's law if two bodies are attached together and are moving in the horizon in the same straight line. So let's get started. So this is the object. We are required to find the tension and the acceleration from the equation. So what we do, we have to find these values to get them. So let's say the applied force, the one that is applied, it's say it's 90, and then frictional force, you can check from which frictional force we are representing, and then the mass. So we are required to calculate the acceleration and the tension force. So what we do, as you can see from this statement, can read two blocks of masses of 8 kg and 5 kg respectively, connected together with a string. The masses are being pulled by a string with a force of 92 Newton. Frictional force for 8 kg is 4 Newton, and frictional force is 5 Newton. Ignore the weight. And then let's see. So to calculate it, we are starting with the mass one. So mass one, to deal with this, we have to, this is the diagram. You have to cut here and then check all the forces that act on the separate one. Then you will write this equation. So because you have two, these are net force, and then they are all equals to ma. All force is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. So the net force between that act on the object is this one. So because this one is pulling, the other one will be negative, and then you will have ma. And then also here you take the remaining one. Check the forces that act here. All these forces you put this side. So the one that is pulling, the one that is leading the other one, is going to be positive, and the one that is opposing the one that is going, they are both negative, as you can see from here. And then it's equals to ma. This is n. We call it F net. So we are looking at mass one. So for mass one, we have this force and this frictional force. So F net means all the forces that act on that object. So we have two forces, the tension and the frictional force. They are all equals to ma. So ma m1a, that means the mass 1a. And then we are going to substitute the values here, 8 and 4, and call it equation 1. And then we are going to equation 2. Do the same thing that we did, F net, all the forces that act on that, because we have one that is leading the other one. The other two will be subtracted, and then to make the subject of the formula, and then we substitute the values. So we rearrange this equation and then substitute the value. Call this equation 2. Then this is our equation 2. And then we're going to solve them simultaneous here to solve the value of a. So this is the value of a. Because we have the value of a, now we're going to solve for tension. And that's it. That's how you do it. You cut it, check the force that act on that mass, and then equate to MA. Check the other one, check the force that act that mass, edit, and that's how you do it. And then finally equate both equation and solve for A. So this is how you will do on Newton's law.